Hey babes, it's me, Kenyatta, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kenyatta, and I make videos about spirituality, personal growth, and manifestation. And for today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to date yourself and be your own best friend. But before we get started, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you guys get notified for whenever I post. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and also TikTok. But go ahead, grab a snack, get a drink, and let's get down to this video. Okay, and now we are back. Before I give you guys some steps on how to date yourself, I kind of want to share my journey and really just my story on how I began to start taking myself on solo dates. It really took a lot for me to get to this point in my self-love journey. I feel like I've been sort of like comfortable like going to places and doing things like by myself. However, when I would go out, I was always like talking to someone on the phone, or I was always just like on my phone, like scrolling through Instagram, and just like Pinterest and stuff. But I was never really like fully like in my body by myself and really just living in the moment. And I feel like I really didn't get there until this year. Actually, I feel like this year was really the first year where I actually was taking myself on consistent solo dates and actually doing things that I wanted to do. Like, for so long I was just sort of like waiting around and waiting for my friends to want to go to these places with me, to go see these artists with me, and to do, all the things that I was interested in. I always thought that I would have like a group of friends who would go and do that stuff with me. And I'm pretty sure that some of you do have friends who don't mind like going out with you and like, going hiking or going to concerts or whatever with you. But sometimes it's good to do things on your own and, just kind of like put yourself out there and just really spend time by yourself. And I feel like I really didn't get comfortable doing that until I saw Paramore for the first time. Yeah. So recently, like I would say this past May, I saw Paramore by myself and I was so happy. And if you guys want to see a video of me, of my outfit and like a few clips from the concert, you can check it out on my TikTok. But yeah, so like this past May, I went to see Paramore by myself, and that was my first concert. And I was so happy that Paramore was the first artist that I saw, because honestly, I've been in love with Paramore since I was 9 years old. I loved Paramore with all my heart. And it's really because of Twilight. Like, I listened to the first song that I ever listened to by Paramore, it was on the Twilight soundtrack. And I'm pretty, for all of you like early 2000 babes, we were all obsessed with Twilight. Yes, we were. We were obsessed with Twilight. And that soundtrack had us in a chokehold. Like, the soundtrack was a little too good. A little too good. But yeah, so I listened to my first song, Decode by Paramore, off the soundtrack. And then after that, I just sort of like fell in love with them. And it was always my dream to go see them, but I could just never afford to go, or I didn't really have anyone to go with me because I didn't really have a lot of friends in high school, especially friends who listened to that music. And, none of my cousins or people in my family listened to rock, and I actually used to get bullied a lot for listening to rock music. And yeah, it's crazy, but the fact that I got to see Paramore in May was amazing, and I had such an amazing time. And then after that, I started going to other like concerts or like live music events by myself. So like actually within that same month, I want to say, yeah, within that same month, I believe, or maybe it was like in June, I went to emo night for the first time. And that was another huge accomplishment for me, because I also went there by myself, and emo night was something that I always wanted to go to, because around like middle school and high school, when I was really into like Vine and YouTube, I was watching like all the YouTube favorites. Like I was watching Zayn and Heath, I was like watching David Dobrik, and I saw that a lot of people in David Dobrik's like squad, a lot of them listened to emo music, and I would see clips of them going to emo night. And I used to think that emo night was just an LA thing until I found out that they actually do an emo night in New York. And I went for the first time, and I just had, oh my God, you guys, I had an amazing time. Like it literally, oh my God, it made my 13-year-old heart so happy, because I just finally felt seen and heard, and I was surrounded with people who grew up listening to that music, who were also made fun for listening to that music as well. Like it was just an amazing experience, and I just had such a great time, and I actually ended up making friends. Yeah, I actually ended up making friends at emo night and at Paramore too. And after that, like I think that really solidified like my confidence and definitely boosted my self-esteem. So now I have no problem going anywhere by myself, and taking myself on dates, because going to those two events really showed me that, I am confident, I am comfortable and secure within myself, so I can do this. And now I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. So for the first step, write down all the activities and all the places that you want to do or go to, and then make a weekly schedule for you to start going to those places or doing those activities. And I know sometimes it can be a little hard coming up with dates to take yourself on, because like when you think of dates, you think of like a nice romantic dinner, you think of like maybe going to like the movies. Like you just think of something big and romantic, but like you can do something big and romantic for yourself, but you can also just, keep it cute and keep it simple. But you don't have to do anything too big. I would say that, you can go to like a cafe, you can go to a restaurant, a bookstore, you can take yourself on a cute little picnic, or you can go to like a concert like I did, just anything that you always wanted to do, that you were just sort of waiting for someone or waiting for people to go and do those things with you. You can now do those things by yourself. And once you pick your activity, the second thing I want you to do is to dress up for yourself and, buy yourself a cute gift. I feel like, a lot of times when we're running errands by ourselves or just going to get a quick cup of coffee, we just kind of like throw on anything, we throw on, a shirt and like a pair of sweatpants. And I'm guilty of this too, which I'm trying to like, fix. Yeah, like we all do it. We all just, we throw on anything. And it shouldn't be like that. You should take pride in your appearance. And when you're even doing little things like going to a coffee shop or going to a bookstore, dress up for yourself. Take your time. The same amount of time that you put in getting ready to go on a date, you should also put that same amount of time in getting ready for yourself. That way you're showing up for yourself, and when you look good, you feel good, and you do good, pretty much. And then you can buy yourself a cute little gift, like you can do flowers, some chocolates, or you can do a cute little gift from Sephora, which is normally my weakness. I spend way too much time in Sephora. So you can do something like that. And then after you find your activity or the place that you want to go and you dress up for yourself, I want you to keep yourself open. When you're taking yourself out on these dates, try not to be on your phone too much. It's okay to bring a book, but don't spend too much time reading your book. Just try to stay open and present, because when you're open and you're present, you're really taking the time to like really put yourself out there and to really like stay in the moment and really just cherish it. You know, like think about it. When you go on a date, you're not on your phone when you're on a date. You're most likely not reading a book when you're on a date. Like you're just sitting there and you're enjoying your time and the space that you're in with this person. And you should be doing that with yourself. So I would say that. And then the next tip that I have is that do things throughout the date that align with your love language. So, for example, if your love language is physical touch, you know, throughout the day, you could, you know, caress your skin or really take time like feeling your outfit and feeling how nice it is and how smooth it is like on your body. If your love language is words of affirmation, you can give yourself a lot of compliments throughout the day. You can say like, oh my God, I look so beautiful. Or, oh my God, my skin is glowing. My makeup is on point. My hair is on point. Like I just look perfect and I am a goddess. You know, you could say things like that. Or if your love language is gifts, you could buy yourself flowers, buy yourself chocolate, or buy yourself a nice little dessert, you know, just something small. Or if your love language is acts of service or quality time, you're basically already accomplishing that by going on the date, by taking yourself out on the date. And you can take it a step further by, you know, making sure that you're staying present on this date and that you're actually doing something that you enjoy. And lastly, the last tip is to just have fun. You know, dating yourself is fun. You know, when you go on dates with people, sometimes it doesn't always end in a relationship. You know, and sometimes, you know, things don't work out and you don't get to be with this person, but you enjoy the experience, you enjoy getting to know this person, and you just enjoy the time that you spent with them. And that's how you should see it when you take yourself on dates. You know, enjoy getting to know yourself, enjoy getting to rediscover yourself and just open yourself up and be open to not only life and, you know, the things around you and, you know, to yourself. Because I feel like when you stay open and you just have fun, there's just so many good things that can happen, and you just learn so much. I know I definitely learned a lot when I was going on these solo dates by myself. Well, and I still go on them. And I noticed that, you know, when I go on solo dates, so many people are drawn to me. So many people are just so nice to me. And I actually, when I go on these solo dates, a lot of times I end up making friends. Like I said, when I went to see Paramore and I went to emo night, I made a lot of friends. And actually, the people, when I started telling people that I saw Paramore, that I went to emo night, a lot of people wanted to come with me. They were like, oh my God, I had no idea you were into that. Like, I would love to go to something like that. So when I went to emo night again, I actually went with a group of people and I still had a good time. I still had just as much fun as I did when I went by myself. So I just want to leave you guys with this. Like, don't be afraid to be the partner that you've always wanted. And I know that sounds a little cheesy, but I'm actually serious. You know, like, all the love that you want, the love that you deserve, you can give that to yourself. So that when someone comes into your life and they don't give you that same treatment, you're not afraid to walk away because you know you can give it to yourself. And that's what I definitely learned when I went on these solo dates by myself. And I hope you guys learn that as well, and I hope you enjoy having fun on all of these dates. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also in the comment section down below, you know, please feel free to drop, you know, any ideas that you might have for solo dates. You know, I'm always looking for more. There's always new things to try. I live in New York, so if you guys know any great places to check out in New York for a solo date, feel free to drop it in the comment section. And I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye.